So the first thing I want to tell everyone, it's already great how they are hanging around here. Everything what they are doing now is already very natural. So of course in filmmaking, it has to be consistent. So every take, do the same stuff. Not every take, do different. So example, let's say...
You'd think the hardest part of a scene is the dialogue, but honestly the hardest part is the geometry. What do I mean with geometry? I actually talk about scene blocking. We've got several extras in the scene, plus the cars. When the timing is right, everything can be shot. Sounds simple, right? But timing is a nightmare. You have to imagine that when the two characters approach each other, all of the other extras in the background also be at their spot. So, in fact, this is something you have to plan carefully. And my job as a director is to make sure that all the creativity that goes into that shot also translates into a reality.
One more topic, that's very basic. Never directly look into the camera, okay?
No problem.
Yeah? But when he arrives here, yeah, Nino, he's an outsider, he's not part of your crew. So it can draw your attention when he basically step here. Hey, you're here too. Hey, good to see you. Nice to come.
How are you? How are you?
Yeah, good, good. You?
My cousin, Giuseppe.
Hey, nice to meet you. Go on.
Come stai?
So we are explaining the scene, yeah?
Okay, yes.
But I have to say, it's great you're here, but you have to stay in, when we film in the background, because I need you tomorrorow for
fighting.
Fighting scene. Com'è? Sta a posto?
Tutto bene.
Bene, bene, grande.
Yeah.
We look at.
I mean, not everyone at the same time.
Yeah, we like
But imagine you are hanging around with your crew, and then someone you have never seen before walks up the scene. It maybe draw your attention. Yeah.
Okay, quindi ragazzi, non giriamoci tutti insieme, però mano a mano cerchiamo di guardare il video.
Yeah. I mean, he's not your friend, and maybe you are actually even not like him. So you can have some skeptical face, but not overdo it, not like.
Sì, ma magari è come se vedesse un cinese, no? Che sta portando il Deliveroo.
Position, please. Yeah, yeah. Yeah. Now is okay. Maybe later. Exactly, exactly. Okay.
With open or closed doors?
I think it's important that also your car, one door open, yeah, on the driver's side, okay? And you stand at your car, door open, already now, okay?
Okay.
Cool.
Where is he positioned?
Now, yeah.
So, she's a badass. She shouldn't be here because the shot's not as cool. She should walk out to meet him.
Yeah, but where?
Yes, I'm showing you because we have this.
But not so far away.
Not so far, but we
That
gotta
make no sense.
We gotta make him look good as well. So if it's here, this is good. As long as they're not here. Okay. I think it's because they need to be illuminated.
Yeah, that's why I'm
better.
asking.
Yeah, so
Where roughly?
Here is good, but not there. So have a.
Yeah, I know not there.
Yeah.
But so the end position, if she, because I thought she will maximum walk until, like, let's say this here. But then I would say, if she walks up to here, then the guy in the leather jacket could also walk maybe up until here.
Yeah.
Okay?
Yeah, that'd be cool.
But we have to look on the frame if it's here or there.
So once we had all the cars in place, the real puzzle begins. Me and my DP Miguel, we have to step back and look at the whole setup. Where do we put our leads and how to frame the shot? We push them closer or push them more away. First I thought we have to push them closer, but then it turned out that depending on the lens that we are using, we will not see much of the cars in the background, so we had to step back again and make sure that the shot looks good with all of the extras plus the cars, because that's the point of the shot. Imagine if you only see the two main characters in a close-up shot and then all of the cars are gone. you will lose the vibe of the scene.
But you know what is really stupid?
What?
Show me again
Yeah.
the stickers and the vending machine.
That's why I wanted to pull her further out,
Yeah.
so it's more.
Yeah, or
And we can move them a little.
wait. Or we have just switched these two cars one more time.
Wait, what stickers are stupid? These stickers are stupid?
Yeah, of course, it looks shit.
But if we switch the cars, it doesn't matter. We can just.
Why? If
Oh,
the
oh,
black
yeah,
car
yeah.
is here,
Yeah.
then we move
Yeah.
the whole scene one
Yeah,
thing
so-
further.
Yeah, switch the cars. Yeah, switch the cars.
And we don't have to deal with that vending machine
yeah,
shit.
switch the cars.
But let's have a look first if it really looks better. Can you come over here? Yeah, roughly here. And you're here. Okay.
Like switch positions or the cars? Are you imagining?
No, not everything the same. Just like moved.
Exactly.
Okay.
No.
But then we have it on that side.
Have what on that side? Yeah, we'll cheat them out. Don't worry. Once we do the shot, we'll cheat them out. Because I can either do like 75 as well. Yeah, we can. Okay, come on. Yeah. Pull, okay. Okay. It's simple.
I'm not sure if it even looked better. Scusa, one more time here.
If you want to come back. So now you have your thing.
So
again.
let's try this angle.
So this side of the 180. Oh no, you say.
Yeah.
we
Actually,
can do
that would
this
be
and we still
smart
get
because
the-
then he could even keep standing there. He
Yeah.
doesn't need to walk forward.
Yeah, that'd be nice.
He could just like lean a bit on that
You can
window.
also do 75 millimeter if you want to. Make
Yeah,
it a little
let's talk
closer.
about. Also, okay, you can easily switch him. Okay, that is definitely too close. Makes him
Because
too important.
I think where he was good with the door.
Yeah, I will tell him. What's your name again? Sorry.
Andrea.
Andrea. So we don't do. You walk to the front.
Ok.
It's much cooler if you really like the door keeps open and you are standing here, okay?
Ok.
Okay? Maybe you're like this, okay? Okay? Can you show me? Okay, can you show me how you? Yeah, I think that is. Or he is still too present, maybe just leaning,
Just
as he
leaning,
was
I think.
earlier.
Yeah.
Okay, the best was how you did at the start. We like the most when you're like this. You're like this, looking over there, but not the whole time. Yeah, could also like look there. Okay, good.
Adesso capiamo i movimenti con loro. Prima facciamo quello.
Okay.
But he's
And
right
and
at
and
the edge.
leaning on the car, like. Yeah, yeah,
That brings him into the color.
yeah. But then we can also frame him out because I think it's don't you think it's taking a bit too much focus, or you like it?
But he is, but so hers would be like this. But if you want him in frame, it's too much. So we're gonna have to see. So we could shift him a little more this way. So it's more like this.
Okay, but the question was when he's not leaning,
Yeah.
then the framing for you would be better, right? And you
Yes.
still like when he is like this, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Sorry, not leaning. Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah.
Yeah.
There we go. So we're still on her,
No.
but
Yeah. And then we can decide.
yeah, we could just scoot her a little more this way, so it's not obvious.
But I think he should be a bit in the conversation with that other guy.
yeah,
But talking, I'm not sure if that is a good idea. Maybe too relaxed.
yeah.
I mean, you can always go closer and get him out or in, right?
Yeah,
Se no metti il cellulare così.
I mean, because I somehow like it to see him
E non riuscirò comunque
at the start, but maybe not all the time. That's the point, right? So,
Yeah.
you know?
And we're just scarily close to that. That if I do any movements,
Vediamo la,
Yeah.
sentiamo la tua voce.
But you know, if we want to get that thing out even more, we could even move them more here.
yeah. I like.
Sì, lo so, ma non lo so io.
Let's say here
Sì,
and
sì.
her
Per
here.
fortuna.
Yeah.
No, se no sarebbe
Yeah, that's way better because we can still.
Right?
Yeah.
And then you can even
Yeah. Cut them out if I want.
yeah,
to.
like do like this.
Yeah. So now I have space to actually.
Right?
Yeah.
So that is pretty good. Should we try it like that? Or
Let's
you
try
want to
it.
move them even more away, like closer to us, out of it?
I did just a little bit because I think it'll make the background a little
Let's
better.
just try now
Just a
because
little
now
bit.
it's easy. You too?
Mi sento osservato.
Bit more to us. Sorry.
So, come straight back.
Yeah. And you also.
Dai, la imparerò questa.
There we go. Because now they're better framed and they're not a big focus.
And in fact, the good thing is then we also see a bit of the car shapes.
Yeah.
Because
yeah.
when we are too close, then
Yeah.
it's. I mean, we could even position them
Yeah.
in a field, and it's the same thing.
That's why I didn't want to be so close because then you don't see cars, you don't see.
Should we try
background.
one more time if it's more extreme and even further out
Yeah.
as your original plan?
Yeah.
Okay, one more time we want to move you guys. And you?
Yeah, because now we see cars. Now we see cars.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It took us approximately 15 minutes, maybe even more, to set up the shot and do the scene blocking with everyone. And that's a lot of time. And sometimes you feel like, no, I just want to jump right into it and film it. And that could work, but in these situations, I wouldn't
Where you
recommend.
Ok.
Can you translate? She doesn't need to worry. It's not.
Dove devo?
No, wait. Can you translate? It's important.
Vai.
She doesn't need to worry about hitting the mark, just
Non ti devi
roughly,
preoccupare
okay?
di arrivare precisamente lì più o meno, quindi
Yeah.
la distanza da lì a lì.
I don't want her to walk and look where's the
Guardare per
mark.
terra per cercare niente, più o meno in questa
Okay.
posizione.
You look at him.
Guardi sempre
Okay?
me e non in camera.
Okay, good. We will now rehearse one time, okay? The dialogue doesn't need to be perfect.
Non
Yeah.
deve essere per forza perfetto il dialogo, l'importante è che arrivi il messaggio.
Exactly. Do you think it's a good idea that she has the? I think it's good, right?
She has the what?
Like the hands in the jacket,
Yes.
right? It's cool. It's cool. Yeah.
Someone can ask you a question.
Yeah.
Would you prefer me to be a little more professional, or maybe I already know her, so I greet her?
No. You don't know her super well, so.
Okay, so we're just.
It's not
just a
like a
contact.
kind meeting or
Okay.
something. It's cold. It's actually a bit cold. Okay.
Quindi l'incontro è molto freddo, come l'abbiamo fatto adesso.
Yeah.
Let's see what they look like.
Okay. So then.
That's gonna look awesome when he parks here and walks
Yeah.
over. I think
Okay.
that'll look
Okay.
good.
Let's do the rehearsal.
Awesome.
Yeah?
As long as they land here, we don't need to do with a camera. I think as long as they know what they're
But
doing.
maybe it's also good for you to get a feel for how you shoot it with the camera.
Yes, but there's so many different shots.
Okay,
We have to
okay.
rehearse. Like, are we rehearsing every single shot, or are we?
No, I just want to rehearse this one.
Yeah. So then no camera, because once they know what they're doing, the camera
Okay.
part's gonna be easy.
Okay. So everyone, we will rehearse now. So I say action, you do your stuff, okay? And you are aware of like walking over there. First you recognize him, then you walk over there. Blah 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 blah. He leaves.
Ok.
When he leaves, I think you can walk back to your group, okay?
Devo. Ok.
Yeah.
Ok.
Question. Simon,
Yeah.
where do I, when I leave, where do I go? Back in the car, no?
Of course, back to the car, I would say, right?
Yeah.
But I will cut earlier already because this is not so important now that we see how he walked back.
It just
Exactly,
matters that we come
exactly.
down.